What's going on, everyone? Dean Chloe right here. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching this video. And what I wanted to speak about today is just like in the title of this video, does the holiday season, year end, New Year's, Christmas, whatever your situation is, right? As we approach the end of the year, many of us in many regions of the world are like, hey, should we even continue job searching at this point? Isn't everyone taking time off or for again, whatever reason, whether it's you celebrate Christmas, you've got some time off, it's for New Year's or year end and all that stuff. And this is typically that time of the year when I always get asked this question, right? Dean, should I continue my job search? Should I put things on hold? Is there any point in putting all this effort right now? Should I hold off until January? And my response is, usually the same. If you've been following me for a while, you probably already know what I'm going to say. But before I get into the video, make sure you hit like and make sure you subscribe so you get notified the next time I put out a new video. Usually talk about recruitment and job search related stuff. But I also have my podcast, the 360 podcast, where I have amazing guests on to talk about various topics related to not only recruitment and job search, but also technology, business, entrepreneurship. So stay tuned for that. And also every week on Wednesdays, 11 a.m. Eastern time zone, I do my weekly live stream where I talk about something job search or recruitment related. And it's a great opportunity for you folks to put in your questions in the comments in relation to whatever topic I'm speaking about or anything job search or recruitment related for that matter, right? So make sure you hit that like and make sure you hit that subscribe so you get notified for all that stuff. So going back to what I wanted to speak about today, and that is, should you continue job searching during this time of the year? Spoiler alert, my response to that is yes, you should continue job searching. And if you want proof of that, folks, just head on over to any well-known, credible job search site, right? I'm talking LinkedIn, the job section on LinkedIn. I'm talking Indeed, Monster, Dice, and maybe whatever part of the world you're at, you have some specific job search website. Sorry, not job search, but job board where they post the job postings and all that stuff. And you'll see, like, if you can sort through the jobs, whatever the job posting is by most recent, you'll see that companies are still continuously posting jobs, right? And a lot of companies, frankly, this time of the year, maybe some people are taking time off and all that, but ideally, the ideal situation for most hiring managers is, hey, can we just wrap this thing up before the year end, right? Before the end of the year, or before we take time off, or before New Year's, or whatever the case is. That's what most hiring managers are trying to get accomplished, folks. And I'm not just saying that, I'm saying that from experience, right? As a recruiter, like working with hiring teams, a lot of my clients, like, they want to wrap things up. They want to have this role ready, offer on the table, offer signed, a new employee confirmed, ready to start in January or for the new year, right? But they want that stuff ideally done again before January, right? So this is why you should not be taking your foot off the pedal, right? That's the number one reason. Like, companies are still hiring managers are still looking. There's still a few more weeks left until the end of December, until December's over, folks, right? So don't take your foot off the pedal. Keep doing it. Keep putting out your resume out there. Keep accepting those networking calls with the recruiters. Keep connecting and networking with potential hiring managers and all that stuff. Don't give up, right? Again, companies still want to wrap things up before the end of the year, so keep that going. And the other thing which is more related to, less to do with the hiring managers and the hiring teams, but more to do with you as a job seeker, as an individual, is if you take time off your job search, you're going to lose that momentum, right? Because all those things you're doing right now, maybe it's putting out your resume, maybe it's sending out messages to network with recruiters, maybe it's attending networking events, building relationships, whatever it is, right? All that momentum it's gonna come to a halt. Because you're gonna go through this period in December where you're like, okay, I'm not gonna job search. I'm just gonna relax. Nothing's gonna happen in December. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna have a few weeks of no action on your part. And then suddenly January is going to come, and then you're going to then start scrambling and getting back into your job search. But you haven't taken advantage of the past couple of weeks in December where you could have built up some momentum as well, right? So that's the second main thing, right? You're going to lose that momentum. So my suggestion is, if you're not convinced that, okay, companies are hiring, companies do want to wrap things up before the end of the year. Okay, fine. You don't want to believe that, folks. That's up to you, right? But if nothing else, do it so that you continue to build the momentum. So you continue putting those efforts. You're continuing putting yourself out there, so that come January, when after companies open back up after New Year's, or whatever the case is, you've already been kind of putting in the action, putting in the momentum, and then you're just simply continuing with that wave of returns that you'll be getting. So if you step away for the next couple of weeks and not do anything, it's gonna be like almost this gap, right? This empty gap where nothing has been done, no action has been put into play, and again, come January, that's going to result in kind of a gap in the kind of results you're looking for as well. So that's my advice for you, right? So again, tip number one is, or piece of advice number one is, companies are still looking to hire, folks. Companies still looking to hire. Many companies, they want to wrap things up before January. So you want to be there and you want to be present, and you want yourself to be known to them, right? So continue to job search. And the second piece of advice is, look, if nothing else, you got to keep the momentum going. If you take a couple of weeks off, don't do any job searching or any of that stuff, it's going to result in a vacuum. Vacuum is actually a better term. I should have used the term vacuum. It's going to result in a vacuum, in a gap, come January, because you haven't been putting in those actions that yield results after a couple of weeks, right? Because remember, in the job search, the results might not come immediately. What you do today might not get you any results today or tomorrow, but it might get you results next week or into the next couple of weeks. So that's why you got to keep that momentum going through, all right? So look, I hope this video helps. If this video helped, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, folks. Got a lot of great content coming out. And especially for those of you who are actively job searching, remember, Wednesdays, 11 a.m. Eastern time zone, I'm right here live talking about various job search topics and ready to respond to your questions live from the comments as well, all right? So again, appreciate you tuning in. I'll see you around next time. And again, don't take your foot off the pedal, folks. Just because it's December does not mean it's time to chill and relax. Keep the job search going. I'm not saying don't enjoy time with the family and taking time off. Yes, do that. But there's no reason why you cannot continue your job search at the same time as well, all right? So stay positive, keep taking action. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas for those of you celebrating Christmas, and happy holidays to the rest of you. And I'll see you around soon.